Let's start with circle. Let me tell you a thing or two about circle. This is center, like it's O. The distance from center is to the circle is called radius, and twice the radius is diameter. Diameter is equal to twice the radius, or radius is equal to half of diameter. Okay, so this whole thing is diameter. Alright, the area of circle is the space covered by this whole circle. Like you want to color the whole thing, that's the area. That's pi r squared. The value of pi is 3.14 or 22/7. The circumference is the distance, the circular distance actually. You want to run along the circle, this peripheral distance, or you want to make a boundary with the rope, the length of rope is circumference, that is 2 pi r or pi d. If you take 2 r is d, same thing. Similarly, this can be pi d square over 4, but you seldom use these formulas, usually use these two. Alright, sometimes what happens, he asks you to find the area of a sector, not the complete circle, like this partial area. The angle is given as x degree, 30 degrees, 60 degree, whatever. So the area of sector can be found by simple pi r square times x over 360. If this is 60, then this will be 60 over 360, 1/6 of the total circle. Similarly, this is called arc length, a part of the circumference. So you can find out arc length the similar way, 2 pi r times x over 360. Okay, there's another way of finding out area of a sector, that is half r square theta, but the angle should be in radians. And similarly, arc length can be found out by r theta. So theta should be in radians. Like in radians, pi is equal to 180 degree and 2 pi is equal to 360 degree. These are radians. So pi over 2 is 90 degree and pi over 3 is 60 degree. Pi over 4 is 45 degree and pi over 6 is 30 degree. These are radian measures and these are degree measures. So you only can put radian measures in this formula for area and this formula for arc length. You also denote arc length by s, same thing. Alright, but in these cases you can put in degrees, you have to put in degrees. Okay, so these are some things about circles. One more thing, if you double the radius, the area won't double, the area will be 4 times because there is a square on the radius. Okay, radius or diameter, if you double it, the area will be 4 times. If you increase the radius by 3 times, the area will be 9 times, square times. Okay, you have to keep that in mind, but it won't affect on circumference. If you twice the radius, the circumference will be twice. If you 3 times the radius, the circumference will be 3 times. Okay, let's move to the questions. Question number 1 is, what is the circumference of a circle with radius 8? So this is quite easy. Circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So 2 pi 8. So it's 16 pi. That was an easy question. Alright, first question. Alright, question number 2 is, if the circumference of a circle is less than 10 pi, which of the following could be the area of the circle? So circumference is not equal to 10 pi, it's less than 10 pi. Okay, so we solve the whole question with less than sign instead of equal to sign. Okay, so 2 pi r is less than 10 pi, 2 5 is a 10, radius is less than 5. So the area is less than pi 5 square. So area should be less than 25 pi. So if you look at the options, any option less than 25 pi will be your answer. That's 2 pi, 25 pi, 36 pi, 81 pi. So it's 2 pi. A is your answer. Okay. Question number 3. A certain recipe makes enough butter for exactly 8 circular pancakes that are each 10 inches in diameter. How many circular pancakes each 5 inches in diameter and of the same thickness as the 10 inches pancake should the recipe make? Alright, we have material for 8 pancakes that are each 10 inches in diameter. Now you are reducing the diameter by half. Now the diameter is 5. So you know the number of pancakes will increase. They will increase in square because the area will reduce in square. Like lesson now. There is a 6-inch pizza and a 12-inch pizza. What do you think? The 12-inch pizza is double the 6-inch pizza in area? No, it's 4 times. Because the area, the radius or diameter is doubled. The area will be 4 times. So whenever you double the diameter or radius for that matter, the area is 4 times. Similarly, if you halve the diameter, the area becomes 1/4. So each pancake, the larger pancake, will be able to produce 4 smaller pancakes with half the diameter. Not 2, 4, because the area of one is 1/4. So now you have to memorize this, that the number of pancakes is inversely proportional to the square of diameter. As the square of diameter increases, the number of pancakes decreases. As the square of diameter decreases, the number of pancakes increases, of course. Okay? They are inversely proportional, but diameter should be in square. So the relationship will be this: the number of pancakes or whatever circles is inversely proportional to diameter square. Okay, so here we have the number of pancakes is 8 and the diameter of each is 10. So you have to take the square of 10. Now the diameter is 5, so how many cakes will be there? So now because this inversely proportional, so you have to multiply these two and these two. 8 times 10 square is 100 and x times 5 square is 25. 25 4 is 100, x is equal to 8 4 is 32. If you were thinking that there will be 16 cakes, that means you are doubling it. You cannot double it. You have to multiply by 4, quadrupled. Okay? So there will be 32 cakes, pancakes, each having 5 centimeter diameter. Alright? Not, 5 inch diameter. So the answer to this third question is 32. D. Okay.